Welcome friends to another video of my channel Defense Tech News. In this video, I will talk about India's need for 5th generation fighter jet, why India is evaluating Sukhoi 57 as an option for its Air Force, and what is the latest news regarding this. India's current fighter fleet is a mix of 3rd, 4th and 4.5 generation jets like the Rafale, Sukhoi 30 MKI, LCA Tejas, MiG-29, Mirage 2000 and Jaguars. While very capable, none of these aircraft are true stealth fighters with low observability that is hallmarks of a 5th generation aircraft. China's Air Force already operates 5th generation fighter J-20, and if Pakistan managed to get Chinese 5th generation fighter J-35, India will have a real challenge to preserve air power parity and deterrence. Indian government did realize this threat and gave green signal to develop India's ambitious 5th generation fighter jet, Advanced Medium Combat Aircraft or AMCA, but it is still in its early developmental stage and years away from induction to Air Force. Even if everything goes as per plan, induct may not start before mid or late 2030s. That is almost 10 or more years away. Frankly, in the current scenario, India can't wait that long. So only option India has is acquiring it from other countries as a stopgap measure till AMCA is ready for induction. There are only handful of 5th generation fighters are in service in the air forces across the world. Other than Sukhoi 57, F-22 Raptor and F-35 Lightning II from USA, J-20 and J-35 from China. Turkey and India are also working on their 5th generation fighter jets, but those are still in developmental stage. I will make a comparison of these fighter jets in future videos. But in this video now, let's take a look from where India can acquire 5th generation fighter jet. Out of the above countries, China is not going to sell their 5th generation fighter jets to India. USA has not sold F-22 Raptor to any countries, not even to other NATO members, so most likely they will not sell it to India. That leaves India with two options only, either F-35 Lightning II of USA or Sukhoi 57 of Russia, and both the countries have offered these platforms to India. Out of these two aircrafts, only F-35 Lightning II is battle-proven and also, as per defense experts, have better stealth abilities compared to Sukhoi 57. However, Indian administration never had enough trust on US government and administration to use US-made fighter jets as their frontline fighter jets, and reasonably so. There are always several strings attached to the fighter jets US sell to other countries. US could place written, unwritten restriction on its usage. They have reluctance to transfer technology, and manufacturing F-35 in India is out of question. Besides that, operating cost of F-35 is huge, around $35,000 per flight hour, and almost 50% of F-35 always remain grounded. On the other hand, Russia is one of the trusted defense partners of India, and before acquiring Rafale, Indian frontline fighter jets were mostly Russian-made. Russia has already offered India a proposal of joint production of Sukhoi 57 with full transfer of technology. Sukhoi 57, though may be subpar to F-35 to some extent, could be adequately capable platform to neutralize threats from Chinese-made 5th generation fighters. It has most of the features that a 5th generation fighter should possess, like low radar visibility, super cruise capability, and advanced sensor fusion to detect and engage enemy aircraft before being seen. It is also equipped with internal weapon base for air-to-air and air-to-ground missiles, reducing its radar signature during combat operations. So, it could be ideal stopgap platform for India till its AMCA is ready for induction in the Air Force. Talks are at advanced level between India and Russia for acquisition of Sukhoi 57 by India. Russia is going out of its way to recapture the India's fighter ecosystem, which have been dominated by France in the recent past. Technical delegation of United Aircraft Corporation, manufacturer of Sukhoi 57, has already visited Hindustan Aeronautics production facilities that currently produce Sukhoi 30 MKI fighters to assess the possibility of using those same plants for Sukhoi 57E manufacture in India. If we believe United Aircraft Corporation CEO Vadim Badekha, India and Russia are in advanced-level technical discussions regarding Sukhoi 57, including the possibility of licensed production of export variant Sukhoi 57E at facilities currently manufacturing Sukhoi 30 MKI using majority of Indian systems and components manufactured in India. However, there's no official response or statement from India on this. That's because India is weighing its options very carefully. It's not just India's decision for Air Force, it has deep geopolitical and strategic significance to India. United States has already warned that partners buying Russian military equipment could face penalties under Countering America's Adversaries through Sanctions Act or CAATSA. Algeria's recent Sukhoi 57 purchase triggered such discussions, and India is definitely evaluating whether a similar acquisition could invite sanctions that might affect other defense projects or technology partnerships. Also, India wants to avoid being seen as too dependent on any single supplier, whether the US, Russia or France, and need to keep its push for indigenization unaffected. This balancing act influences how quickly New Delhi commits to any deal. Analysts believe India's indigenous AMCA project will remain the cornerstone of its long-term stealth fighter goals. Acquiring Sukhoi 57 jets doesn't replace AMCA, it merely fills a capability gap until AMCA arrives. So, if you are worried that acquiring Sukhoi 57 could slow down or derail AMCA, that's not a possibility, at least not now. That's all in today's video. I will keep an eye on the development and create another video on this if there is any concrete update. Till then, keep watching my channel.